Did you know that the average close rate for business services is around 20 to 25%? That means that someone who understands the art of sales will still only close 1 out of every 5 prospects. This means you better bring your A game to every sales conversation and absolutely do not do this when handling objections with sales. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Jessica Yarbrough, top business strategist for coaches and consultants who want to sell and scale ultra high ticket services. I've helped my clients go from struggling to sell their programs to confidently closing high 5 and even 6-figure deals in sometimes as little as a single sales conversation. I know what it takes to create trust and rapport and the common mistakes that hold entrepreneurs back from closing important deals. So if you want to stop leaving money on the table and handle objections like a pro, you're going to want to watch this video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when each of my new videos drop. First of all, let's talk about what this video is not. This is not a training on how to manipulate others to buy from you. Besides being extremely gross, when it comes to closing ultra high ticket deals, these kinds of tricks rarely work on a more sophisticated buyer. And if you do use this sort of tactics, it will come back to bite you when the person realizes they've been taken for a ride. So please do not use manipulation. It is not necessary to close big deals. Let's dive in. One of the biggest mistakes entrepreneurs make is shifting into convincing mode during a sales conversation. This often happens when you hear an objection come up. However, once you move into convincing, you've already lost the deal. The best way to overcome objections is to overcome them before they even happen. And you can do that in a number of ways, which I will share a little later in this video, so stay tuned. But before we do that, let's go into why objections might be happening. Here are some of the most overlooked reasons why your prospects may be wasting your time on calls and what to do about it. Number 1, you are going after the wrong client. You may have a great service, but are not going after your perfect client. This could mean you need to literally change your target market. Shift to clients who have greater levels of income, go after B2B rather than B2C, change industries, niches, or any number of things. I had a client who was struggling to sell to newer business owners. We shifted him to selling to 7- and 8-figure companies, and his business exploded. There is opportunity everywhere, but it is essential you are going after the right people. Number 2, your genius isn't aligned with what you are selling. I can't tell you how many frustrated coaches and consultants come to me selling something that doesn't align with their greatest strengths. It's common because when you first start your business, you tend to mimic what everyone else is doing, but it doesn't really work, so you get frustrated. You have a unique genius. It comes so naturally to you that you probably don't even recognize it, and you likely discount it. You need someone outside of you to shine the light on what this is so you can figure out where you fit in the coaching and consulting world. If you don't get this right, it's kind of like pushing a boulder up a steep mountain. At some point, it's just going to roll back down and take you with it, and you'll be back at the bottom and starting all over once again. I had a client who came to me exhausted. She was totally fed up with her business. Her genius was not aligned with what she was selling. We shifted this and she generated 6 figures immediately and felt energized and fulfilled because she was finally using her abilities to their full potential. Mistake number 3, your pricing is wrong and/or your offer isn't irresistible. You could be charging too little and therefore your prospects are not taking you seriously. Or maybe your pricing is fine, but your offer is not compelling enough for them to invest. Having an irresistible offer is essential to your success. And if the offer is compelling enough, you can attach a 5 or even 6-figure price tag to it, just like I teach my clients to do. Mistake number 4, your solution is confusing. Can you powerfully articulate how exactly you get your clients' results? Have you codified a step-by-step solution? And do you feel confident in explaining that to others? Remember that the more clarity you have, the easier you can convey that in a sales conversation. If it's not clear, they will not buy. I had a client who already had a great program, but he didn't know how to present it in a sales conversation, and it was costing him money. Once we fixed it, he went from struggling to enroll to getting prospects to say yes on a consistent basis. Mistake number 5, your positioning is weak. You are not seen as the expert. If there is just one thing you can take away from this video, let it be this: people will not buy from someone who they view as being at the same level as them. If someone sees you as a peer, you're going to struggle to close them. You have to be seen as an expert. Essential to your success is shifting perception so that you are viewed not as a peer-to-peer, but rather as a peer-to-mentor. I teach a concept called the ladder of influence. It's all about how to influence others to buy from you and scale your authority to grow a 7-figure coaching or consulting business. Be sure to download your free copy of this 30-page guide. The link is pinned in the comments below. Mistake number 6, your messaging is off. There is so much noise online. If your messaging is off, you will continue to attract the wrong people into your sales conversations and they won't buy. Or maybe you'll close the wrong person and regret it later. This is not a good scenario. You have to be very intentional with your messaging because words have power and a resonance. Your messaging should magnetize your perfect people to you and, quite frankly, repel anyone who isn't. Boring messaging puts people to sleep. Generic messaging is empty and will disappear into the void. Great messaging will provoke, inspire, or even motivate people into action. This messaging is impactful and generates trust, connection, and ultimately pulls the right people to book a call with you. It all goes back to having the right offer with the perfect mix of message, market, match. Mistake number 7, your audience is made up of the wrong people. If you don't have the right people in your audience, then it's no wonder you are on the phone with people who aren't buying. Think about who's paying attention to you right now. Are they who you should be marketing to? If not, you need to build an audience that will listen to you and focus on creating a high amount of relevancy with them. Now for the actual sales conversation. Mistake number 8, you don't know how to structure a successful sales conversation. You may not understand the emotional arc of the sales journey, or how to lean in and ask the right questions, or even how to listen to what is not being said. So many factors go into having a great sales conversation, and none of them have to be pushy, salesy, or manipulative. You can have a sales conversation that is warm and inviting and generates amazing clients. I had a client who really struggled with sales even though she was an expert and had great results. Once we fixed her sales conversations, she confidently started selling $18,000 to $65,000 packages and closing them easily. Mistake number 9, you aren't demonstrating authority. And this really ties into some of the other things that I teach. You need to own your expertise. You need to be able to powerfully articulate what you bring to the table, position your services against others, showcase your solution, and ultimately demonstrate that you're the very best person to solve their problem. And if you're leaving out any of these aspects of your sales conversation, it really hurts your pitch. Finally, number 10, your pitch is weak. Is what you're selling compelling? Is your offer truly irresistible? Can you present it in a way that gets people excited to buy, even if it has a big price tag? I've pitched ultra high ticket programs and had prospects say, that seems reasonable. And guys, this is the power of a great pitch. As you can see, there are a number of different reasons why you may be getting on the phone with people who aren't buying. Oftentimes, it's a combination of several of the issues that are causing this issue. I fully understand how frustrating it can be as a business owner to deal with this, because the reality is this: if multiple areas of your business, like your offer, your marketing, or sales, are not dialed in, then your bottom line will suffer. And when you address these areas, I promise you will have a lot less objections to handle, because you will be overcoming them before they happen by making sure that you have a compelling offer, a messaging that is on target for your audience, positioning as an expert before they even get on the call, systems in place to pre-qualify and protect your time, prospects coming to you that are nurtured and pre-framed to buy, and finally, knowing how to hold a powerful sales conversation. Everything from the arc of taking them through the valley of struggle to the mountain of possibility. You know how to ask the right questions to overcome objections before they even happen. Questions like, what else have you tried to fix this situation? Or what other training programs have you been in? This helps to overcome, I've tried this. Or questions like, how long have you been looking to fix your situation? It shows that they've been thinking of improving, so they don't need to really think about it even more. You know how to position yourself as an authority, the very best person to solve their problem. You have a great pitch, meaning you know how to ask for the sale and close. So many people struggle with sales, but it doesn't have to be that way. The art of sales is way beyond just a phone call. It's all the things that happen before a conversation ever even happens. If you'd like to discover exactly how to package your genius into a 5 or even 6-figure offer and learn how to successfully close high-paying dream clients over the phone, click the link and apply for a call for Expert Accelerator. It's pinned in the comments below. This wraps up what not to do when handling sales objections. If you like this video, drop a comment below and be sure to check out my other videos sharing powerful business growth strategies. Until next time.